Journalist and playwright Duma Ka Ndlovu was deployed with Sam Nzima on June 16th in Soweto by the World newspaper. He joins us now on the line from Durban. Duma, good afternoon. My condolences, of course, for the loss of your friend and your former colleague. How are you coping today?
Well, good afternoon. I think the country has lost a somewhat. Remember that in the 70s, we used every instrument at our hand disposable to us to fight the apartheid government. For us as journalists, we also used that opportunity to tell our stories to the whole world. And Sam's one picture became that one picture that represented all our efforts. So we have lost a gallant soldier, and all of us are taking off our hats and saying to his family, condolences, and may his soul rest in peace.
You were with him on the day, and so many people, Duma, have said that it was his natural instinct to do whatever it took to get into the topic that he was that he was taking photographs of. In this case, he actually went into the line of fire to capture that iconic photograph.
I was in a car that followed. Their car was dispatched first. He was with Miss Soweto, who unfortunately has passed on right now. And they were caught in that milieu when the first police came around Orlando West and when the first gunshots went off. And, you know, sometimes in journalism we are taught that if a lion attacks you, you should bring the photograph at home. But what happened to Sam and Sophie that day is that they saw history being made in that a child was shot. And the natural parental instinct came in because the car that they were driving in then took Hector Peterson to hospital. So they acted as parents and also as journalists. Thank God for us that he got that picture, that then translated to the whole world the brutality, not only of June 16, but of the regime that we're dealing with at that particular time. When all of us, when we got into the area, I got there a few, maybe half an hour after that. It was a battle zone. It was a gun battle. It was crazy.
And it was that photo, Duma, some viewers may have missed our documentary earlier on a previous show, Against All Odds, where we spoke to Sam, I think it was back in 2015, where he was talking about how his life was threatened as a result of that photo. Tell us about it when you and him used to talk about this moment and how it changed your career and his. What did he used to tell you?
Well, you know, you remember that in the 70s, not everybody was overtly political. Interestingly, Sam was a soft-spoken person. He was very laid back and withdrawn. And you would not have naturally thought of him as being very political. He comes from a generation of very great photographers of the time. And the people who were on the front line were people like Alf Kumalo and Peter Makubane and Moffat Zungu. Sam was quieter. But then the photograph brought in on the attention onto him. And it changed his life. Some of us, Moffat, Peter, and were very vocal, and we were known to be activists. He was not. So suddenly, all the focus was now on him, and he was not the kind of a person who loved the focus. And he always decried the fact that now there's a lot of attention being paid on him. And then, of course, the brutality of the system. He was then hounded. He was then, because the photograph was doing so well internationally, the police were not very happy about that. So there's a whole lot of animosity that was diverted to him. He was taken in for questioning a few times. And, you know, we kept on saying to him, you're a hero. You've just done something that has put the whole country to the spotlight. He had mixed feelings about that.
Do you think he was the best photographer the country's ever seen? Many people are saying that.
Well, he was one of the best. I mean, I was in that milieu. I was in the middle of all of that. And I think the photographers that came in brought in different elements. I think the most celebrated photographer of that era, of course, is Dr. Peter Makubane, who's been given about 10 or 15 PhDs, honorary doctorates because of his contribution. There was also Moffat Zungu, who was animated but also got arrested and sent to prison for about 10 years. There was also Alf Kumalo, who passed on a few years ago and who was also brilliant. I think for a person like myself and my colleagues, the Joe Latahomus of this world, the way we can honor them is not to single one of them out, but to take them as a group, because their contribution was phenomenal. There's Dan Trekete as well. And I think it would be unfair for anybody to stand up and say, this one was better than the other one, because all of them contributed, but also, Gareth, all of them paid dearly for being brilliant photographers. They were banned, they were arrested, they were detained, they were beaten up, all of them, because of the work that they did at that time. And they had an amazing eye. And I can single him out and say, because of that photograph, he needs all the applause that we can give him. But also there were other colleagues of his that did a number of other major things as well.
Duma, I'd like to just ask you this as one final question, if you don't mind. Do you think Sam realized the impact of that photo as he was taking it in that moment?
Not on that day, not immediately. But I think over the days, over the weeks, over the months, it then dawned on him. He kept on saying to us, this is just a photograph like any other I've ever taken. But he kept on saying to him, you don't understand what has happened. And I think things like the order of Ikamanga that he was bestowed on him, things like the award that he was given later on, then finally it convinced him. I know that his son is very proud of his father, and I know that we as the journalists who worked with him are very proud of him. I think later on it dawned on him that this was an amazing opportunity. He captured the moment. Sam Nzima, more than anybody, captured the spirit of Soweto 76 with one iconic photograph. That means a lot.
I appreciate your time this afternoon, Duma. Thank you very much indeed. Journalist, producer Duma Ka Ndlovu joining us here, talking about his now late friend and colleague Sam Nzima. We're back.